Hello everyone, this is David Haivri. I am your guide today. We are about to set out on a tour in the Christian quarter of the old city of Jerusalem. We are standing at the IDF Square, Tzahal Square, Kikar Tzahal. You can identify it by the I Love Jerusalem sign behind me and the big heart and the Ottoman walls of the old city of Jerusalem behind me. But in front of me, or the other side of the square, you can see the round building of the city hall. And you can see the light rail tracks that pass by this center. So we're going to set out on a walk through the Christian quarter of the old city of Jerusalem. This path is accessible if you have someone in a wheelchair or if you're pushing a baby stroller. You can get through this path and follow the different points on our map, and you will learn a lot about the Christian quarter of the old city of Jerusalem.
We are facing north, and the train is coming from the north, and it will be turning here to the west at Kikar Tzahal, the Tzahal Square. Now we're going to walk along the Ottoman walls, going north towards the new gate. To the left of us, on the other side of the street, the two magnificent buildings. The first one is the St. Louis Hospice Hospital, and the second one is the Notre Dame Hotel. Both of them are Catholic institutions. And now to the right, we can see the new gate. Do you see how close it is? It's literally 150 meters from the Kikar Tzahal, from the Tzahal Square. And across the street again, we're seeing the Notre Dame Hotel. The road here is facing to the north. We can see Mount Scopus, the Mount of Olives, in front of us. Notice the amazing demographic of Jerusalem. On the one hand, we have a Hasidic Orthodox Jew. On the other hand, we have Orthodox Christian nuns. I'm not sure if they are Greek Orthodox or Russian Orthodox.
We have reached the new gate of the old city of Jerusalem. This gate was added, an opening that was added to the old city of Jerusalem towards the end of the 19th century. In 1889, it was added by the Ottoman Emperor, the king whose name was Abd el-Hamid II, and he opened up this gate at the request of the French government in order to provide easier or closer passage to the Catholic French institutions on the inside of the wall. We will be passing through soon to the new institutions that were built on the outside of the wall, particularly the French hospital, St. Louis, and the French hotel, or a boarding for French Christian Catholic pilgrims who came to Jerusalem.
If you are familiar with the other gates of the old city of Jerusalem, you'll notice that the new gate is a straight pass through. We're standing outside the gate and we're looking straight into the old city of Jerusalem, and we're seeing the shops on the other side. Typically, the older gates, the original gates of the old city of Jerusalem, were built in an elbow shape, a 90 degrees turn. So when you walk into the Jaffa Gate, for instance, you need to turn to your left to enter, or if you walk into the Zion Gate, you need to turn to your right. And this straight through represents a better security situation in the city of Jerusalem towards the end of the 19th century, which changed the purpose of the gate and the walls. The walls were, the gates up until that time were closed at night, and this gate doesn't have any doors at all. It's just an opening and a straight walk through. So it shows that the security situation was much better at that time. We've turned on to this Frere, the Brothers Street, and we have some more Vatican institutions. To our left is the Pontificative Mission to the Holy Land, and in front of us is another Catholic hotel, the Latin Knights Hotel, which is also a Catholic-owned institution. We're walking along the twisting and turning roads of the old city of Jerusalem.
It might come as an unsuspected surprise to find Santa's house in the old city of Jerusalem, but here we are, Santa's Jerusalem headquarters. You can see the red door behind me and the sign and the globe, the world headquarters for Jerusalem Santa. Look closely at the sign above the door. You'll see Santa riding not on a reindeer but on a camel. On the door you can see the visiting hours in December, and people come from around the world to visit Santa here at his home in the old city of Jerusalem.
As we've turned on to the Latin Patriarchate Street and the Latin Patriarchate Church to our right, notice the wall of the old city of Jerusalem, the Ottoman wall in front of us. So we've come to the western side of the wall of the old city of Jerusalem on the inner side of the wall.
One of the fascinating things that we can see in the old city of Jerusalem, and particularly in the Christian quarter, is the meeting place of the different Christian denominations and their representation in the Holy City. Behind me, on the roof of the Latin Patriarchate, you can see the yellow flag of the Vatican, yellow and white, and lower in the middle of the building you can see the Greek flag, which is the site of the Greek Council in the old city of Jerusalem. And it's not by chance that these two competing groups are neighbors, one against the other. Many of the buildings here in this neighborhood were built after the Latin Patriarchate was built in the mid-19th century. It's a very beautiful and magnificent building that can almost not be seen from any angle because all of the other buildings that were built right up against it are hiding the building. So that is pretty amazing, and you really need to come here and walk around the streets of the Christian Quarter in order to get a good look for yourself.
We're coming closer to the Jaffa Gate. In the skyline above the buildings you can see part of the Tower of David compound, a museum, and also notice around us on many of the top of the arches of the doorways you can see a symbol noting the builders or owners of these properties. The symbol on top of the arches here is the Greek Orthodox Church. Many of the stores and buildings were built by the Greek Orthodox after the new gate was opened, and this became an alternative path to the new city, alternative to the Jaffa Gate, where most of the stores were along that path. See the colorful train in the Omar ibn al-Khattab square in front of us inside the Jaffa Gate. That is the Old City train, which is a tourist attraction. It's a train on wheels that the tourists can board from the Jaffa Gate to the Western Wall and then out of the Ottoman walls through the Dung Gate and around the walls on the southern and western side and back into the Jaffa Gate.
We have come to the end of today's tour. We started off at Kikar Tzahal, the Tzahal Square, near the City Hall. We passed by the French Hospital, St. Louis, and the French Catholic Hotel, Norte Dame. Then we walked through the new gate. We walked along the New Gate Street. We walked through the Christian Quarter on the Latin Patriarchate Street, and we visited the Latin Patriarchate Church. We passed by the Greek consulate to Jerusalem, and we arrived at the Jaffa Gate. We are now inside the Jaffa Gate, near the Tower of David Museum and near the Shuk, the market on David Street in the Old City of Jerusalem. I hope you enjoyed. I look forward to seeing you again. Be well.